my loves, good morning. So, this is going to be kind of a heavy episode, so trigger warning, but I really wanted to talk about Hayden Panettiere's passing because she was my role model growing up. She's the reason that I became a competitive cheerleader, the reason that I got into figure skating, and so much more. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Nikki. I'm an initiated high priestess, witch, psychic medium, and a spiritista. And I make a lot of spiritual content about divine feminine energy and metaphysics, inner work, all the things. But this is going to be just a human-to-human video about different things that women go through. And, there is a bit of mediumship intertwined because I am a medium. And I'll be honest with y'all, about 2 nights ago when I found out when the news broke, and all day yesterday, it was one of those days where my body felt so heavy. And I kind of wished that for the moment I wasn't a medium, because I was picking up on a lot of stuff involuntarily. And I want to say something. I see this a lot with celebrity passing every time. A lot of people online who are mediums, who are so-called professional mediums, literally hundreds of them, claiming that Hayden came to them yesterday. Now, I am not anyone to knock someone's spiritual path. But at the same time, I want y'all to use common sense. Okay? I personally believe that it takes the soul, especially if they died tragically, which I know how she died, okay, to the T. I'm not going to say it publicly just yet, but for all intents and purposes, it was a tragic death. Okay? It takes the soul time to settle in on the other side. And that can vary, okay? It depends on the person's spiritual journey at that time, their evolution, all these things. But I think it's very harmful for thousands of mediums to be saying the day or two after she passed away that they all connected with her and spoke to her. Either 1, you're fucking lying, or 2, it's an imposter spirit. Or, number 3, they could have just connected to the essence of her soul. Maybe picked up on the energetics of it and not spoken to her directly, which is what happened to me. So just be wary of what you'll see online, okay? But anyway, Hayden was my favorite actress growing up. She was the reason that I got into cheerleading, became a competitive cheerleader. She's the reason that I got into figure skating. Her and Michelle Trachtenberg, Ice Princess. And she has so much light. If you look at footage of Hayden from her being a very young child up until, a few months ago, or whenever the last video of her was accessible, you can gradually see that light being drained. And one very sinister thing about Hollywood is there's a lot of predators, right? We know that from the files. We know that about all the PDFs. I have to censor myself because of the YouTube gods in Hollywood. So there's a lot of predatory behavior. And also, those predators will introduce you to other pathways to further siphon your energy. Whether it be other predators, whether it be substances, which did happen to Hayden. You can find multiple interviews of her saying how when she was 15 or 16 years old, a so-called team member of hers gave her what the team member called a happy pill to boost her energy levels for work, because she was on set and feeling kind of lethargic. And that was the portal, that was the gateway for Hayden into substance abuse. And I have not read her memoir, but I've seen other people say that she talks in detail about her relationship with her parents and how she was, abused and exploited and neglected as a child. So you can see how all these different factors kind of snowball and lead to sometimes death. Like, I feel like a lot of the child stars of my generation we've lost way too soon. And it's like Hollywood just finds them when they're young and they have so much light and so much potential and so much beauty to give the world, and they're just drained. And they extract every dollar that they can, especially from the feminine, and they just spit them out. And Neutrogena. I didn't know this until yesterday, but apparently Hayden talks about in her book how she was dealing with a lot of postpartum depression, went public about it, and Neutrogena, the skincare company, cut her contract because of some quote-unquote morality clause. I'm like, that is so fucked up. So I made the decision. I, as well as thousands of other people, are boycotting Neutrogena as a result forever. But it just goes to show you how mistreated these celebrities are a lot of the time. And I think, yesterday, I couldn't get out of bed, y'all. I was torn up. And usually with celebrity passing and stuff, I can kind of put a boundary emotionally, I don't know this person. I still have life to live. I still have things to do. I don't allow myself to be a fucking mess. But yesterday, I was torn up because I'm like, this woman she's so beautiful inside and out. She's not problematic. She actually did a lot of good in her life besides the beautiful art that she put out. She spoke up about whale hunting. She tried to speak up about PPD. She, tried her best to give her daughter the best life that she could. And that unfortunately meant giving her, the daughter's father custody. And it just goes to show, as a woman, you have to protect your energy. Especially if you're in the public eye, in any way. Whether you have 10 followers or you have 10 million, you have to protect yourself. And oh God, it is so heartbreaking what happened to Hayden. And I think at some point, once I intuitively feel like she settled in on the other side, I think I am going to set up a small, I don't want to call it an altar space for her. I'm not going to put her on my Bovada. But something small to just, give her some light and some flowers and prayer and stuff, at least for a little while when I feel ready, because she changed my childhood. She gave me the confidence and the motivation to be a fucking cheerleader. I didn't have that. But seeing her and seeing her attitude on camera and her energy, I resonated with her. And it's because we both carry a lot of light, right? And I'm an experienced medium. Like, I've been doing this for 8 years. I trust myself. I don't recommend, if you're a beginner or you're not sure what you're doing, to just set up a space for Hayden. Okay. That's what I feel called to do spiritually. Like a vigil type thing, if you will. But, it's really sad what happened to her. And I wanted to make something for her this episode, you know. Because, like, every time I thought about it yesterday, I would just cry. Because I'm like, it's sad. And it's not okay. And trust me, when I feel more put together about the whole situation, I'm going to go down a rabbit hole. And any company that slighted her and really mistreated her, I'm boycotting, okay? And I might make future content about her because I love her so much. And in my head for like a long time, she was my big sister. And I'm sure for a lot of ladies, she was the same. And now we've lost both our ice princesses. Damn it. First it was Michelle Trachtenberg. Now it's hayden panettiere. This is not okay. Like, we need to protect Britney Spears, Miley, all these beautiful feminine child stars. We have to protect them at all costs within my generation. Okay? I love y'all. I'll talk to you soon. If you would like to book a reading with me, go to sirensnectar.com/booking. And if you would like to check out my witchcraft and spirituality courses, go to sirensnectar.com/courses. Okay? Bye.